Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial using high-end products only. Most of these products I haven't tried before, and some of them I have used, but I'm not a regular user of high-end products. In general, what happens is if a product is pricey, I kind of try to preserve it and not use it as often. So I decided to do a get ready with me so that I could test out some of these products and tell you guys how I feel about them. This is my final look, and if you're interested in knowing how I got it, just keep on watching. I started off by applying the Becca Backlight Priming Filter all over my face. It is a shimmery primer. It feels nice on the skin. It smells really nice. I decided to do a little color correction, so I went in with Tarte's Color Your World palette. I took the green shade and took it around my nose. I used the salmon color shade around my mouth and my eyes, and then when I was towards the outer portion of my eyes and cheeks, I used the yellow shade. At this point of time, I feel like it's so hot in California that the cream products almost seem to be melting. It still applied okay. I find this particular palette to be very almost sticky. It is not sticky, but it feels like that, like a thick kind of cream. Then I applied the Fiona Styles Luminous Finish Foundation. I recently got this in the Ulta haul. It is on sale currently and it was only for $7. So I decided to get that. I'm not sure if it is a shade darker if you compare my neck to my face. For me, arm wise I'm okay, but compared to my neck it looks a little bit dark, but that's the risk you take when you order stuff online. So to lighten it slightly, I went in with my EX1 Invisiwear foundation. I bought it at a pop-up shop in San Francisco. I was told that this is a UK brand that used to be in US and they are trying to relaunch in US. I'm the shade 8 in actually both of these foundations. It's interesting how companies number their shades. The combination kind of lightened the shade of the Fiona Styles. Even though I still think it's dark on me, I don't mind it as much. For concealer, I use the NARS Creamy Concealer. I have heard so much debate over YouTube regarding this being better than the Shape Tape. I feel like this color matches me better, and in terms of texture, I have to agree. This is better. I have almost zero creasing. I did not have to pull down my lid, and I usually kind of go and had it done. Oh my god, it's so hot that my sponge is already dry, like seriously dry. It's really hot today, so that's why I have my fan on. I hope to kind of cancel out the background noise in the post-processing, but if it is not, I apologize, but there's no way I can record without a fan on. If you noticed it in my Ipsy video, I actually had a sweat mustache going, which I've never gotten before, so I didn't even know it was there till I started editing. So yeah, it's not that great to have that. I'm a little bit upset that the Fiona Styles is dark because I like its finish. I went back to my Color Your World palette by Tarte and used the yellow shade to highlight the high point of my face, which was the bridge of my nose and my forehead, and a little bit of the Cupid's bow and my chin. And then to set, I had a tiny sample of the Laura Mercier translucent powder from Sephora. That lady that I asked the sample for seemed to almost frown when I did so, and she put it in this packet. But the powder itself feels very lightweight, almost like there's nothing. I did not even have to dust anything off. Then for contouring, I decided to use the brown shade from the Color Your World palette. It is a little too close to my skin tone, so you know, I still used it. I don't see a huge difference per se. For my cheeks, I used my Lancome blush. This is a cushion blush, and this shade is Sorbet Grenadine. I love the shade, but for some reason it seems to just disappear on me. I used whatever was left of my Laura Mercier powder to set the rest of my face. Actually, I didn't have enough of it, so then I used the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Baked Color Correcting Foundation Powder. According to me, this powder feels very similar to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Powder. And after I set my face, I used the darker of the matte blushes from Lorack's Pirates of the Caribbean face palette and popped it over my cheeks. I used the Tarte bronzer to kind of carve out my cheeks just a bit. It's a shimmery bronzer and I got that as a gift with purchase from Ulta. I mentioned this in the free haul that I posted a few weeks ago. I like the shade, but it's very close to my skin tone and even closer to like the Fiona Styles foundation color that I have on. But you know, it seemed to work. Then I noticed that my brows were a little bit overgrown, so I plucked the extra hair and did my brows using the Instant Brow Pencil from Benefit. I think this is a little bit too creamy. It's because of the heat or what, but it seems fine here. But when I'm applying it on the brows, you know, it's kind of almost like the chunks are falling off because it's so creamy. But the spoolie on the back side is very nice. Very nice. You know, much better than what I've used before. For my lips, I applied the It Cosmetics Your Lips But Better liner. That's the only high-end liner I have. It's in this like red shade. It's very creamy, very comfortable on your lips. And then I went in with this Lancome lipstick in Designer Bloom. Yeah, that's the lip liner and then that's the lipstick. It's almost like brown with a pink shimmer on top. It's very hard to kind of pick up on camera. I hope it does, but it's a beautiful lipstick. For highlighters, because I haven't tried this Lorac palette much, I decided to use two of these highlighters. I went in with the kind of peachy golden shade and then topped it off with the golden shade. The golden shade is very pigmented. I might have slightly overdone it. It almost seemed to fade the blush out, so I went back in with the blush and added more blush to finish the look. I lined the underside and just like, you know, the top of my brow arch with the High Brow from Benefit. I like the texture of this pencil, but I think this color is a little too light for me. It came as a set, so that's why I have it, but the overall effect, I don't mind it. I use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and use the lightest matte blush from the Lorac face palette to set it. And then I used the second matte shade to just go in my crease and kind of brighten up that part. I had planned on using the Lancome palette and I used the lightest shade which has a slight bit of shimmer in it just under my brow bone and in my inner corner. Used the darkest brown shade just above my crease to define it more and applied the light almost foil shade all over my lid. But then I felt like this would go great as a shadow topper. So I took a duochrome shadow from Butter London called Plume and placed it all over my lid. Then applied another beautiful shadow from Juvia's Place called Taj on my lower lash line and in my outer 7. Finally, I went back in with the shimmer from the Lancome palette and applied that in the middle of my eyelid as well as my lower lash line. I use two It Cosmetics No Tug eye pencils. I use a champagne colored one on the lower waterline and then using a black one I tightline my upper lash line. These are amazing. They have a very nice creamy formula that just glides on and then they dry pretty much transfer proof. For my lashes, I had a few options. I decided to go with the Superhero Mascara because I have been hearing so much about it, and Cha Styles, she is this sweet YouTuber. She had really highly recommended this mascara and I feel like I have so much length on my lashes today. I don't know if you can see this. Let me just do that. My lashes are kind of longer and thicker than average, but this mascara is a bomb. In order to finish the look, I decided to use my Urban Decay All Nighter. It has a very nice sprayer on it. I don't know how it lasts. I have never used it. And as I said, if it's high-end, I'm very hesitant to use products. This NARS concealer is a bomb. Oh my god. But oh my god, I'm loving the Cosmetics mascara too. I wish I would have done a little bit more with the eyes. Why don't you do that? Because I feel like it's too pale, so I'm going to go in my Anastasia palette. I'm gonna go with Real Gar and pop that in my crease. Yeah, now I like it much better. And if you made it all the way through the video, here is your Easter egg. I'm calling it an Easter egg as an homage to one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who called Blink. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. If you are, like a sci-fi mystery, like unusual story fan, then that is the best episode according to me. That got me hooked on to Doctor Who, and it was kind of, my husband forced me to watch that video and I was hooked from that point on. So in that episode, Doctor Who keeps on appearing in different videos, towards the very end. It's almost like extra footage, and those are actually supposed to be hints for the main character, which is Sally Sparrow. You know what I mean? So that's what gave me the inspiration to kind of put, drop hints for the upcoming giveaway. I thought that would kind of give my sincere viewers a leg up. Giveaways are great. I like them because they are like a housewarming party. You move into a block, you throw a housewarming party, bunch of people come, and some of them end up being your very, very close and dear friends, and some of them, don't see afterwards. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Like, people come and become subscribers just for the duration of the giveaway and then they go away. But I thought that for those who have become my friends and those who do watch my videos, this would be a bonus. So that's your Easter egg for this video. Yeah, so that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a like. It's very important that you guys do that because that lets me know which videos you guys enjoyed, and that helps me kind of set, direction for future videos. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks again for watching. Bye.